What's up? I'm going to go over a method for Doom Deep Delves in League 6 with the Water Thorns build. This is going to require 2 tiles, and I've been calling it the car wash method for reasons you're going to see pretty shortly. I'm doing a pretty standard Water Thorns build with max overheal. You want the Water Capstone, the Thorns Capstone, and then all 3 of these little nodes here that overheal you. This gives you a max health of 188 and makes it much easier to tank the big death laser. Just makes your runs a lot more consistent. You want at least 1 per penetration node. Killing the grubs is really important in deep delves, and so having at least 1 of these makes you able to one-shot them with the Shadowflame staff. I think Kandarin is pretty important for this build. I'm using Shadowflame staff and the Devil's Element, and the Occult is also really nice for damage. I believe without Kandarin, you would probably want to use the Lithic Scepter that Foe is doing, but I have not really looked into that build, so feel free to try that out. So when you start the wave, it doesn't actually start until you perform an input, so you can stay here for kind of as long as you like. I rented a start tile, and you're invulnerable for about 3 to 4 ticks until he spawns. Once he falls below 75% health and shield phase starts, instead of staying in your tank gear for the entire kill, you're going to put on your offensive mage gear and run to this tile that I've marked car wash. You really want to be on top of killing grubs with this method. That's why prayer penetration is really important. You need to have at least 1 node. And the reason this method is called car wash is because during car phase, he's going to ram into the wall, park his car there, and then you're going to throw water surge at him until he dies. I would say most of the time he dies during car phase, but sometimes he will survive past it and just go back into your tank gear and thorns him to death. The reason this method works is because when he throws acid at you, he never hits the tile you're standing on. So this start tile is always going to be safe. And then this car wash tile, even if he survives car phase, is also always going to be safe. I'll show one more example. This is from level 91. You'll see that the car wash tile and the start tile are still perfectly safe, but this wave I'm starting a bit lower health than I would like. So here Doom's going to hit me a 23 to the face. I am under 99 health. I have to tank quite a bit of acid running here, and then as I clear these grubs, I think the acid hits me an 18. So I'm below 99, so I'm having my flask, and this is one case where I think flask is really, really good. You can use it to speed up your kills, but you can also use it to get out of situations like here. If both of those projectiles hit pretty high and I don't hit well, then I won't out-heal them. So you have to either pray against them or just flask through it. So this is definitely doable without flask, but flask is just super nice for this build. It also clears venom. And it means you can go basically forever, as long as you don't get really bad RNG. Without flask, I think you can still probably go forever until you get 6-hour logged. You can just tank the venom. Even if it hits 20s, you can pretty consistently tank it through waves, or just bring a full inventory of anti-poisons and just go through 2 of them whenever you feel like the damage is too high. I'll put tile markers and other tidbits and helpful videos in the description. There's not much reason to do super deep delves aside from just having fun in leagues and hunting the pet, but whatever you decide to do, good luck.